Alright, here's the old Fender up here. See, it's got a dent down right here, which doesn't really matter for what we're doing. Pretty good on following our line around till we get right here. Now we're pushed in. See how far we're pushed in right here. So I have to bring this old rusty part back out to here. Not a big deal. You can see in here, rest of us on the line, pretty nice. This has a small brace, the new Fender's a wide brace. Everything seems to line up pretty decent. Like I said, we'll bring all this out. It's right on our marks there. Pretty good. Alright, we'll start straightening this out. I'll bring you back when we get this hammered back out. See our crease line right here. Bring all this back out again. Alright, there we go. Nice. Okay, we can see our line back here is still on. There's our ding there still yet. We're still good all the way up through here. See, we've shaped her down. Oh my goodness, look at this. Coming right down on our line. See our line down here. Looking pretty good out here. Some cracks in her. Still comes in right here a little bit. We're still peaked here. So I figured how much of this I'm going to try to save. I'm going to cut just a 1/4 inch or a 1/2 inch out here. Just go right around it. Or if I'm going to square it off, see what I want to do with it. We're on our marks on the inside. It's good. A few more screws in it to hold what was left of it down. You can hammer this out. Big spoon on it. Body hammers. So alright, getting close. I'm probably going to grind a little bit on these cracks, and I'm going to tack these back in place. Hold these back in place. I've got a dent right here. It's peaked out. Before I can work up here, before I can work this one anymore, I'm going to have to tack these back where this was torn. Like I said, you can see the lights coming through here. It's torn. We'll tack that back since it's in place right now. So alright, we'll keep going here. Bring it back when we make a little more progress. Alright, here we are. Said I was going to weld in these cracks. I did just that. Just tack those all in so they would all hold shape. Down there. Little one right there. These are torn. Same. Where it was dented. We hammered these dents back flat up here. This one right here. Hammered this one all back flat. And by that I mean it was just hammer and dolly from the inside. I had a big spoon out here. What all this? Yeah, right here. It's dolly out. A couple of hammers, favorite go-to hammers there. That's what we did. You can see right here where we worked that dent. The inside. Tell where we smacked off the rust there by hammering on it. Every place that we worked shows up like that. So there we have it. It's straight now. Now I'm going to take and I'm going to clean this area up. All on the inside here and out around it. I'm going to clean all this down to bare metal. And then I'll make some measure marks. I'll bring you back when we do that. Along here, I'll run my tape lines across and I'll put my grid across here. Marking everywhere on my plywood. Where I measure and I mark those. Make it out with tape on here. And then we'll be ready to cut. I'll transfer those same marks onto the new one. It'll index me where I want to put this inset back in it. So we'll bring this back as we make more progress. Alright, here we see just a regular air grinder here. Well, kind of a worn out 36 grit on. I didn't put a new one on for this. I didn't want to gouge this all up. You can see here what it did. Here's what we took off, you know, old layers of who knows how many colors. I think this aqua might have been the original. Looks like it was, and it was painted red and black. That black looks like it might have been brushed on it. I don't know. But anyway, that's what it looks like. You don't want to gouge it. You don't want to burn the metal all out. Just run over top the surface and knock that scale off. And then that's a piece of 80. I had some of these 6 inches left. I threw it on my 5-inch DA, just a plain old cheapy DA, palm sander. And this is what you get then when you DA it. Some 80. Clean it up. That'll be good enough for me to mark my grid out on it so we can get ready to cut it out. Easier to clean it up before I cut it out because I'll let the fender here hold it for me. If I cut it out first, I have to hold it to try to sand it and grind it. So I always consider that kind of thing first. Let it work for you. All right, I'm going to finish cleaning this up and we'll go from there. All right, here you have it, all cleaned up. Looks like polishing a what? Okay. Classic truck fender, that's what we're polishing up here. Couple places here, it looks like we're probably a tire rubbed on it at one time. There's a ding right there in it. See that light spot? It's a ding. On the back side, have to work that out. The rest of it's pretty good. It's got a line around it like this. I think that's just where it was stamped. We'll work that out when we body work it. We'll hammer this little ding out here, but all in all, pretty decent, pretty straight yet for what the rest of this fender looks like. All right, there you have it. Bring it back. We're gonna start putting a grid on this.